Hello, hello, hello. We're going to do chest voice today. This is the louder sound. Some people don't refer to it as that. It's in charge of the lower notes, and we're going to take it up quite high. And we're going to start down here lower, but I'm just going to talk a little bit about how you want to approach it. Swanee. No, I'm doing it real low. So the guys are going to be able to sing low. Very few females are going to be able to, but a lot of us do. And you want to think of the roof of the mouth going up in the back, the soft palate, which moves, to be lifting up nice and high. You've got those arches and then the uvula, Swanee. So Swanee is what we're going to sing. And it's a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 of the major scale. Swanee, Swanee, Swanee. You think of lifting as you go to that swa. Knee, you're going to press down on the tip of your tongue. Okay? You're going to take a nice breath. Remember, you're going to see the rib cage expand. The abdominals coming out because the diaphragm descended, pushing this area out. What else? Up. Don't come up, don't lift up, okay? So let's try and do a little bit of this. And remember that you don't pull in when you go to the higher notes. Don't pull the lower lip in. Swa! Or the jaw, don't jet the jaw out. Swanee. And I'm keeping my teeth open. And I'm thinking about pressing here, but I'm not Swanee. So I'm trying to allow that to come out a little bit more. Why am I pressing on the tip of the tongue? Because now I can make the E sound a little bit better. Swanee. I'm leaving a little bit more opening because when you do the E sound, the tongue arches up pretty high. Swanee. If I pull it forward a little bit, press down, now that hump in the back gets a little bit less, and now I have more room in the back of the throat. Okay? Also, think about being open from front to back here. Think being open. This is where you can squinch down a little bit. You want to think of staying open here. Okay? Brighter as you go higher. All right. Let's go. Swanee, 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 Swanee. The sound coming out, Swanee. You want to think of the sound coming out nice and high, not low. Don't think of pulling down at all. Think of from the mandible up, Swanee. Even the lower notes, remember, think outward, Swanee, 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 Swanee. Keep the chest up, okay, as you go higher. Remember to think of addressing it as if you were doing the head voice or falsetto, because that's the area of the voice that is in charge up here. So, swa. You got to make that come right in. The same sound, only you're going to be bringing in that chest registration voice sound. Okay? Swanee, Swanee. All right, so you're going to think very bright. Now, when you're listening to it, you might be saying, it sounds too thin, it's not big enough, it's not dark enough. If you're just listening to yourself, you have to be careful. When you record, the truth comes out because you're listening, like my speakers, you're listening back from another source. And that's how your ears are made to hear. They're made to hear from another source, not yourself. So when you're listening to yourself and singing, think a little bit brighter, unless and until you have gotten used to listening to yourself from another source and you make that adjustment automatically. But if not, and you're not used to it, it's going to be a little bit thinner or brighter than you might like. Especially if you're not used to going high, you've got to say, no, I've got to be a little bit brighter. I've got to match that falsetto or that head voice sound. All right, so we're going to go up, and I'm going to leave off when we get to the really high ones, as I haven't warmed up today, so I got to be careful. But you guys now, you're going to be going up nice and high. If you are a little bit like raspy or rough on the high tones and you're supporting correctly, 1 or 2, okay. If it's more than that, then quit, stop. Don't be raspy. You want nice, clear sounds as you're warming the voice up. And maybe you have been vocalizing for a bit, so the muscles are a little bit rough. It's like lifting a weight that is a little heavy. But if it's real heavy, you don't want to do that. So if it's 1, 2, okay. If it's 3, now you're heading into dangerous territory. You don't want to be pushing that muscle that much. Little bit, yeah, not a lot. You want clarity. You want as much clarity as possible when you vocalize. All right, here we go. One more time, and I'm going to start down here. I'm going to let off, and I'm going to talk about it with you, but I'm going to keep doing the exercise, so you can do it with me. Swani, up high, swani, swani, out, swani, swani, nice and bright, swani, gentlemen. Nice work. If you could do it, oh my gosh, you did it. Okay. Now, some of you might go, oh, I mean, on the high note, you couldn't hold it. Well, cut it short. So it's swani. So just come in, right? Not swani. Cut it short if you can't do it. It's okay. But challenge yourself a little bit. Don't just let go. Open up. Just know that you can make those high notes nice and strong. Not swani. That's not chest voice. Swan, not swan. That's not chest voice. And after a certain point, you truly are mixing. It's not purely chest. It's mixing that head voice falsetto with your chest. So the foundation is your falsetto and head voice, because that area of the muscle is in charge up there. And you're adding this on, but this muscle has to be nice and strong to continue that sound up, okay? And make it go higher. If it isn't strong, then you're going to have a lot of problem getting up there. Or if you're not used to using the chest voice muscle, you're only used to going into head voice. Swani. So here you've already gone into head voice. You're not really doing chest, okay, or the mix, as it were. All right, so I know it's a mix up there. If I refer to it as chest, I just explained it. It truly is a mix up there as you're going down. And a lot of times it's easier to start up high and then go down. Going up, it's like going up to the mountain. Don't think of it up really high. Think of it right here in front of you. Swali, swali. Now, okay, your muscles might start like, you know, saying, you've got to be kidding. Or your mind might be saying, you've got to be kidding. Don't give in. Fight to get those notes. And I have a shameless plug. How could I do this? Okay, look here. In my book, I have all of these tidbits. And I'd love you to buy the book. I mean, you know, really? Now, some of you have been watching the videos and you don't see Spartacus. That was because he was a pain in the butt in the last video. So, he's sleeping. Don't wake him up. Okay. But Spartacus told me to tell you that you need to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, he said, I know he said, yeah, I'll subscribe. And so I'm just relaying the message. If you want me to talk about something, put it in the comments below, and I'd be happy to talk about it, okay? You have a great singing day. Love ya, honey. Love ya. Bye-bye.